Hello, everyone. Hello. Let me know if you can hear me good. Let me know if you can hear me well. If you can hear me good, then we are ready to go. Alrighty then. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. I hope you all are having a. Why do I look so sickly? All right, I swear I'm not sick. But anyway, welcome in all of you. I hope you all are having a good week. I am. And well, in the best way possible that I can have, I guess you could say. Hello, Samael. Hello, Lepo. Hello, PNC. Hello, Mr. Renegade. Hi, Andy. Welcome in, Andy. Hello, Fion. Hello, Erin. Hi, Big. Hello, Mr. Mike. Nihao ma. Nippon. If you guys don't know what Nippo is, it's Japan in Japanese. Because it's Nihon, but Nihon is, I'm not going to explain it, whatever, but they say Nippon. So, hello, Ojo. Hello, Yakub. Hello, Timothy. What's up, Nuka? What's up, my Nuka? Hi, guys. Okay. Hello, Thomas. And hello, Dr. M. He says he's having a bearable week. I hope everyone is doing all right. I'm doing all right too. I'm having a bearable week myself. Exactly. Go to the naughty corner. Go to the naughty corner. We are just beginning the program. We are not going to start off on this. We're not starting off like this. Listen. We are only going to be here for about 30 to 45 minutes today, okay? So it's going to be very short and to the point. I just want to speak quickly to you all and get your all's opinion on the topic, all right? We're not going to be here for a very long time, and I hope you guys aren't mad at me about that. I hope you guys are okay with that, you know? Sometimes a quickie is not that bad. Sometimes gosh, that sounded so wrong. Okay, what I meant was, oh my gosh, why does this always happen to me? Sometimes quick is not always bad. Sometimes quick can still be fulfilling. We can get, what I'm saying is that we can get this done in, I'm just going to leave it there because everything I say is going to be wrong. Everything I say is going to sound wrong. So, how young is too young? How old is too old? I want to ask you guys this question because recently there has been a trend going around the internet where a gentleman interviewer goes around and puts microphones in people's faces and asks them, if it were legal, what is the youngest that you would date? Now, they use the term date because they're Americans, but I don't believe in dating. I only believe in marriages. So for me, it's different. But the interviewer goes to people on the streets and asks them this question. Now, what he found surprising was when he goes to women and asks them, what's the youngest that you would date? A lot of women answer very young ages for men. Even though women prefer older men, a lot of women have answered very young. Most women have said like around 13. They're like, oh, if it were legal, 13, I'd do 13. Men, however, men tended to stay around 14, 15. They stood around there because they said like anything under that is kind of prepubescent, and that's not really a woman at that point. It's just, basically a young boy at that point. So yeah, they said as long as she's pubescent, we're good for men. And for girls, the women have said 13 would be their youngest that they would go if it were legal. Now, wait. You guys may you guys may disagree with me what I'm going to say, but I want to say something to you all, and it's going to sound harsh because of the culture that we live in today. And, today's culture is all about, we are children today up until around the age 26. Around 26 is when we are considered adults in modern society, up until about 26. So, because 26 is when your brain is fully matured, and 26 is also the age where you are capable of making your own grown up modern human decisions. Not like before, where before all you needed to do was be able to farm and be able to take care of the lawn, or not lawn, you understand, take care of the stuff. All you had to do was take care of the stuff and be a hard worker, and you're done, you're cool. So you could be an adult at like 12 before. In today's world, you can't really do that, because in today's world we have taxes, we have things that are a lot more difficult and a lot more requiring better decision making, if that makes any sense. So today's world, and because we also live longer, we live a life of extended childhood. Do you understand? We live in kind of a perpetual childhood in today's world, in the modern world. You don't even really have to grow up in today's world. But before, I want to share with you something. So people always talk about Islam, right? They always talk about Islam, and they say, can you believe that his youngest wife was, they were married like around age 6 and consummated um, when she became pubescent, or when she, what's it called? Menstruated. When she menstruated for the first time, they consumed their marriage. Oh, that's awful. That's pedo. It's pedophilia. It's all of this. And then I asked myself, how was age seen back then? Around those times, age was not seen as it is today. Age today is, if you're under 18, if the girl is under 18, you can't. Oh, it's gross. Understandably so. That's the world we live in now. But before, it wasn't like that. Before, once a girl hit puberty, she was a woman. There was no other marker for it, because even back then, people didn't document their ages like we do now. A lot of people didn't know how old they were. They just knew, well, I'm not menstruating yet. I'm not a woman yet. I'm a child. I'm still a child in a way. So back then, things were a lot different, and age was not documented, nor was it restricted, and nor was it wasn't so particular like it is today. In today's world, of course, we all know under 18 is considered a child. Even up to age 26 is still kind of considered a child. Back then, it was different. And the Virgin Mary was anywhere between the ages of 12 and 14 when she birthed Jesus. And we all see that as a beautiful thing. We see it as beautiful, even though she was only between the ages of 12 and 14, which in today's world would be seen as very uncomfortable. A lot of people will be very uncomfortable knowing that there was a little girl between the ages of 12 and 14 who was pregnant and birthing. We see things so much differently now. And when we judge the past on our modern sensitivities, is when I think that we are not taking into consideration how things were. That doesn't discount the things that these women said. However, when they were asked if it were legal, what is the youngest that you would date? Women said the age of 13 for boys. Men typically stayed at the age around 14. 13 and 14 is like the youngest that people feel comfortable with, I guess, dating, or I don't know. For me, I don't know. But I wanted to speak to you guys about something else. So I have a post. So I'll pull it up for you guys. I'll read it to you. It, it's it's like a blog site, but people will talk about their experiences, right? So I'm gonna share with you all. I share it with you. Just give me a second. Let me pull it up. Because on this website there is no filter. Hold on, let me type it in. All right, here we are. All right, let me pull it up. All right. I am pulling it up. Now, this started a whole conversation, but here it is. Here are women talking about dating men who are a lot younger than them. Let me have some tea, guys. Let me have some tea. Why don't you guys have a drink with me? Let me have some tea really quickly. One sec, because my voice is not very good. Hold on. Salud. Salud. All right, here we go. Here is one. Here's one comment. This is a woman. Now, when it comes to women, I believe that women mature mentally faster than men up until a certain age. I believe that women mature physically and mentally faster than men up until around age 15. Once age 15 or 16 comes, I believe that's when women start to slow down mentally and sometimes even stop, because there are many women who are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s with the mentality of 14, 15, and 16-year-old girls. When a woman is with a man that is younger than she, even if she is with a man that is same age as herself, there is a maturity deficit for her. Not for him, but for her, there would be a maturity deficit. And it's unfortunate, but this is what happens in majority of cases, unless the woman is um, severely immature. But typically there's a maturity deficit, because this is the reason why women prefer men be around 5 to 7, or maybe 3 to 5 to 7 years older than them. Here is one case I want to share with you. This is a woman. She says, I've had my share of relationships. I bet you have. Sorry, these are American women talking, so she says, I've had my share of relationships, and I've noticed that younger men are more immature in certain things, especially when it comes to responsibilities. To be clear, I'm in my mid 20s, and the men I'm referring to are in their early 20s. So I can't speak for any older women talking about younger than them, um, or women that are older than me. Um, then there's another woman who comments and says, Yes, I think it's okay. I think it's okay because love is love and it's a strong feeling. If it's right, then if it feels right, just do it. Just go in for it. That's what she said. Then another person comes on and says, Yes, as long as you're not a pedophile, it's fine. Um, let's see. Here we go. Someone else came along and said, as long as there aren't big gaps overall in mental and emotional maturity between you two, it's totally fine. Guys tend to mature much slower than women, and from personal experience, it's a really nasty breakup waiting to happen if the younger guy lacks overall maturity. I want to share with you all another thing. Now, I want to share with you guys what men say when they're dating young girls, or if they're married to young girls. Let me pull it up. There is a question here. Now, this is a little bit off topic, but there's a question here from women. They say, why would a woman marry young if her husband will eventually end up lusting after a woman younger than she is? And I want to ask you, men, because I know there's a lot of men in my chat. I want to ask you, is it that men are lusting for younger women, or is it that they are lusting for what younger women provide per se? Is that the right question? Here, let me look at your comments because I'm on the other screen. Here I am. So let me ask you, is it that men are lusting for younger women for the sake of them being younger women, or is it that they're lusting for younger women because of their bodies? Because younger women tend to be a little bit more fit, tend to be a little bit more put together, or is it that men are lusting for the woman's kind of innocence or playfulness that maybe their wife no longer has because now the wife is in a position of being a wife, a mother, the boss of the home and all that. And men are lusting for that, yeah, I guess you could say young, playful, spontaneous girl. Is that what that is? Or what is it? Mr. Renegade says fertility. But these are men who are already married, Mr. Renegade, with children with their own wife, yet they will ruin their marriage for a woman younger than their wife, even though they already have children. So it can't be fertility if these are men who are cheating. Oh, I think what you guys are talking about is if the man is single and he's getting a young woman, is because that she's capable of bearing children for him. Okay, I got it. I get what you're saying. Okay. And Dr. M says, yes, women usually develop faster. The reason I don't call women females is because I don't like that terminology for women. I know it's common today. A lot of people call women females. I use female and male as terms for Discovery Channel. I use females and males as terms for animals. I don't typically refer to human women and men as male or female. So forgive me, Dr. M. I read your comment as women generally develop faster. Will, hi, Will. Did somebody call him over here? Okay. Will says, I apologize that my question gave Detox a yeast infection. Okay. All right. Go to the. You just got here. Oh my gosh. Why? Every time I see your name on my screen, I feel like I'm having an aneurysm. Like, my eye just started twitching. Please hold. I did not come here for this. I've had a rough week. Okay, Will. I've had a rough week, Will. Calm it down. Calm it down. Andy Pickle says, the second, less road miles. I've heard someone say younger women have less chances of being diseased because they haven't been with many men. But statistics have said that the main people catching STDs today in the modern world are people between the ages of 15, 16 to 25, 26. So I don't know how true that is about like not having STDs and all that, because they said the most people out here catching diseases, STDs and so on, are the young. You don't really see older people catching diseases this much, not as much as younger people. And it says it's not the soul that they are attracted to. So it's a shallow desire then, Andy. Is that what you're saying? Being attracted to a younger person is a shallow desire? So what about the women though? What about when the women are doing it? So what are the women attracted to? Are they just attracted to what? Because for me, there's no real reason why women want a man that's younger, significantly than she. I would say a significant age between a woman and a man could be anywhere between 2 years and actually no, 2 years you can still relate to one another, but I would prefer that women do not marry men that are younger than them. But if you do, keep it between 2 and 4 years, I would say. When you get up to 5+ years difference between a woman and a man, it starts to feel a little bit, the woman gets a little bit, she treats him like a son. She might treat him like a son at that point. And I know that sounds bad, but I don't know. I mean, once it, especially when it's like 10 years plus gap, it just feels weird. To me, it feels weird because I don't know. I guess there's certain circumstances for everything. You could say there's certain circumstances. There are some men who are more mature. There are some men who look like they're older than the woman and they're actually 5 years younger than her, but they look older than and then they act more mature. There are cases, but when I'm talking about the majority of people in general. Exactly 3G, right. So women tend to seek power, stability, provision. If a man is young, typically young men don't have the status yet. They don't have the stability yet, and they darn sure usually aren't able to provide. So, why would an older woman look and seek out a younger boy unless she's already has her status, stability, and provision, and now she's just looking for a boy toy? I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me. Hello, hustler muscular. Andy is a woman or a king simp. What? Don't call him that. What are you saying? Oh, I see why. He says, Andy said, same, women are just as shallow as men, speaking generally. Why would he be called a simp for that? Why? Because he's right. I mean, women are shallow. In fact, I tend to believe that women are more shallow than men in many ways. Many ways. Okay. Even though women try to make themselves seem like they marry for love and they fall in love and blah, blah, blah. Women choose who they fall in love with. Women don't just fall in love with someone because, oops, I fell. They don't. A woman chooses who she lets be all in love for. And really, I don't really even understand this idea of falling in love, to be honest with you. I don't really understand the concept of falling in love. I wasn't taught that. Even on the PEEF, I admit it. I don't know what falling in love means. I don't even know if I've ever been in love. I know that I love my husband. I know that I have a duty towards him. Am I in love? I don't even know what that is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it means. So, you know, it's a Western concept. I believe falling in love is a Western concept. I really do. Hold on one second, guys. Fionn said that you guys called. Oh, sorry. He said because he said women equal Iron Man and other such comments. Huh? What do you mean Iron Man? You guys are confusing me. What are you talking about, Andy's? Andy, what are you talking about, Iron Man? What Iron Man? Eh? Anyway, okay. So I want to move on. Oh, I see what you're saying. Iron Man was a play on words. Andy says, I don't need trolls. Well, you're going to get it, Andy. You're going to get it because the men in my comment section, Andy is a little bit new here, but I like Andy. Andy has been verified by my mods, by Samael and Larry. So, Andy, you're good with me. You're good people with me. But if you say something like that, my people, because you have to understand, the people that you see in my chat, Andy, they come from a different section of YouTube. These men that you see in the chat, these men come from Undead Chronic. They come from the War Band, a lot of them. They come from a different world and they see things a lot differently, Andy. And the moment that you give them anything to feed on, they will. Andy, look, I'm telling you. And it's gonna, Andy, be ready to defend yourself. That's all I'm saying. Just be ready to defend yourself because I'm not going to defend you. Be ready to defend yourself, Andy, because they will jump on it. If they see weakness, any signs of weakness, they've done it to me, Andy. Andy, you're not the only one who gets this. They've done that to me. Anytime I've shown a sign of weakness or a sign of sympathy to somebody, they're like, oh, what is this crap? That's what they'll say in my chat, Andy. So, Andy, listen, you got it coming. If it, but anyway, all right. I want to go back to the topic though. Oh, PNC says older women are set in their ways. I've heard that older women are harder to train, and a lot of women don't like to hear that. Women there is a certain level of training that your husband is going to do when you get married. There is a certain level of training, whether it be full on hard training because you're an animal, or whether it be just light adaptations and things that you need to understand when you marry him, that you need to do certain things. Every man is going to train his wife in a certain way. And woman, if you're not available or accept susceptible, not susceptible, if you're not, what is the word, where you are malleable, or you allow yourself to be trained, or you accept his training, if you don't accept that and you push up against it and refuse, the man is going to get tired of you, and he's going to know that you aren't the one. And this is why I think that when you say PNC, when you say older women are more set in their ways, that's what I think it is too. Where a lot of men, they don't want to get an old dog that is not willing to learn new tricks. They want to get the younger dog that is excited to learn new tricks and is appreciative of the tricks that you have taught them. So I believe that, fully, PNC. I believe that fully. Right, Dr. M. Dr. M, the lions are hungry. Don't, Andy? But Andy said he's ready. He says he is cool with it. He says bring it. So it's okay. It's all right. He can defend himself, and I'm sure he will do just fine. Thank you, PNC. That was the word. Willing. Willing. That's what I meant. That she's willing to accept the training. Willing, and so on and so forth. Okay, hold on 1 second. Nuka! Nuka, you can't say that. He says older women get fat. Okay, wait. All right, I want to show you guys a few videos. Okay, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Beak says the pride will eat their own. No. Because if that were the case, I would feel like you guys were eating me when you guys attack me, or you guys try to check me, or whatever you do. I would feel that way, but that's not how it is at all. Beak, it is more like training one another, or making sure we all stay on ourselves, stay on our path. Don't deviate. We're trying not to deviate, because in this world, it's so easy to start being like, oh, but they didn't mean it, or it's not that bad. No, it is that bad, and we have to stay on that path. So it wouldn't be considered eating in this sense. It haven't. PNC says, I haven't given you crap yet, Amira. I don't know, but I've gotten crap from a lot of you already, and whether it be here in the chat, whether it be emails, whether it be whatever, I have gotten checked many times, because maybe I'll say something that shows a little sympathy or empathy or something, and you guys are like, nah. Don't even start, Amira. If you start this, there's gonna be problems. Like, okay, sorry. One moment. Hi, Aaron. Okay, here we go. I want to move on. Do you guys want to see something? Do you guys want to see a video with me? I will show you a video if you want me. If you don't, if you guys don't mind. Let me pull it up. All right, here we go. I have the videos right here. All right, here we go. I want to pull up. Shut up. All right. I'm going to share my screen with you all, and let's watch this together.
I'm 10 years older than my girl, right? And I'm 40 and my girl's 30.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
40 and 30. I think no.
Is it weird? I'm not done. Is it weird?
40 and 30? No.
Okay. But now, if I were 20 and I told you my girl is 10 years younger than me, would that be weird? Like, she would be 10. That would be weird as fuck. Yeah. But it won't be 40, 30. So I think the older we get, there's more.
Sure. There's obviously, because at some point, you become, but like between 20 or even 18 and 30, or 18 and 27, 28, You're just so young, dude. It's not the same thing as if you're like in your 30s.
Look, some Argentinian guy came to my job the other day, and he goes, "You want to know what's the right age to date a woman? Divide your age by 2, and add 10."
So every day, someone what 25?
What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about this situation where they're saying the older that you get, the less that it matters because the maturity comes, and you're not dating a person who is mentally childish or something like that. I think that was their point. You know, they're talking about the mentalities, I believe, but so we were supposed to spoil Amira. No, you're not. I don't appreciate being spoiled. I want to be held. You know, I want to learn from you all. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't like that. Where it's like, yes, people or always agree with me. I want a lot of guidance as well. You know, even from the beginning of the channel, I've always wanted guidance from the chat. I've always asked you guys to help me, and you guys have in so many ways. You guys have made me mature as a conservative for sure. All right, here we go. What do you guys think about that? He says, I heard that, but it was only at 7. Fionn says, old women equals Christmas cake, out of season. Says, yeah, I agree that the gap matters less with age. I do too. I believe so too. There's just something about being between those like teen ages and early 20s that you just kind of the mindset is, yeah. I don't listen, I don't understand how anybody over the age of 30 can deal with a person who's under 25 mentally. You may like their body, you may think, oh, well, you know, they're young, they have a lot of life ahead of them, that's great, but it's just dealing with the mentality, because none of us are really that awesome to be around when we are under 25. We think we're the most awesome things under the age of 25. We think we're so amazing. We think we're so cool. And, you know, the mind is just not there. Even I think of myself under 25, I was insufferable. You know, I mean, just, I don't know. It's just a mentality. I can't. Schizo says, hi Schizo. He says, I think 10 years is about the max as you age. The gap is okay, 30 to 40. Yeah. I think maybe that should be like a max, you know. Maybe the max should be around 10 years or so, because once you get past that, you start getting into territories where you guys don't even understand each other anymore. You don't understand. You didn't grow up in the same times. You know, you're trying to share music with her and she's like, I don't know who you're talking about. You know, she wants to listen to music that's more young and modern age, and you're like, ew, turn it off. I hate it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. What do I know? My husband is what, 10 years difference. So yeah, well, I mean, in my case, and that's the thing, we don't understand each other either. Like, we don't understand each other either. So I mean, so anyway, but let me see. Oh, Blindy says young girls want Bentleys. I should put you in a naughty corner for that. I really should put you in a naughty corner for that, because how dare you insult my young self? Oh my gosh, no. All right, let me see. All right, let me move on. I'm gonna move on to something else. Hold on. I'm pulling it up. 1 second. Come on. All right, here we go. So I'm looking for that one video where it tells you, where they had those interviews. Come on. No. All right, let me see what this one is. This one might be good. Let's watch it. Let's watch it together. I'll put it on for us to watch together. All right, here we go.
Today, in your opinion, harder than it's ever been.
I was friends with my boyfriend before we started dating, and I feel like that's a more natural transition than like seeing features on your screen and trying to make a decision based on like a list of things.
People just try and avoid things because I think they're scared to say things straight up.
One red flag and you're kind of like, oh, I can go find somewhere else. You don't need to have one person when you could have like 5.
Honestly, I don't know. I've had really bad luck. So everything. Like, I've been treated like shit.
I think a big part of it is because of social media.
People see a lot, they exposed to a lot. They're always looking for better.
Everyone is always looking for the best thing and they always think something else is around the corner and you almost have too much access.
Okay. All right. I want to talk to you guys about this really quickly as well. I believe that they have a point about the social media because with the advent of social media, now people are more and more less satisfied with their own lives and their own people. They're less satisfied with their partner. I hate saying partner, but you guys understand what I mean. Their spouse. They're less satisfied with their spouse because sorry, guys. I'm sorry. The internet is doing the thing again. Am I back? Am I back? Yeah, I'm sorry. Is it back again? Still? Am I still frozen? Frozen. Okay, I am back. Okay, because it's saying that I'm not back. All right. Anyway, with the advent of the internet, everybody is less satisfied with their own lives and everybody's less happy with their spouse because they're constantly thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. Just like all these people saying, oh, I want, now I'm not criticizing this per se, but if you have a person that's with you, who has been with you, who cares about you, and who would be there for you if you get sick or whatever happens, they're actually there for you. And then you decide to leave them, or you are so unsatisfied with them because you want something that looks more appealing, or you think online, oh, these girls are more pretty, so I want to dump the one that I have because, oh, she's getting old, she's getting fat, and now I want to move on to someone younger again because I want to be seen as this whatever. I've seen this as an issue, and I know a lot of people, they're not going to agree with me because a lot of people, especially in the red pill sphere, they kind of believe that you have to have this, you have to have a certain lifestyle, you have to have a certain girl, she has to be a certain thing, and if it's not that, then you're losing in life. What you're doing, I guess the thing that I'm trying to say in short is, I believe that the more and more that I've matured and I've learned and I've seen, I'm starting to see that this trend of always having to look this certain way or having to be this certain way or this age thing, I do not believe anymore that should be the main focus because, and hear me out, guys. The reason I'm saying this is because you may be looking for something and you find that thing, but then you realize that this thing is the worst thing for you. This thing is going to be the beginning of your downfall, whether you know it or not. The reason I'm saying this is, I'm giving you an example. The young women who target older men to marry them because they want the stability, they want the everything, they want the lush lifestyle without having to work, without having to do anything. My God. Okay, am I back? I'm sorry. I'm going to give it a second because oh my God, it's been doing so good. And then now it's doing this again. Is it good? Okay. So there has been so many men who have been targeted by these young women for this reason only, for this sole reason, just to be used for their finances, their stability, and so on. Hold on. Let me get the charger. God, it's always something. It is not this, is that. It is not that, is this. God. I can't even have a decent conversation with you guys without something acting up, huh? I hope you guys are as irritated as I am, because this irritates me so bad. Yalla. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. So, they're being targeted, right? And the reason I say this is because all these men are going out and searching for this thing, and they're always saying, this woman, oh, because she's this way, she is no good. She's, 29, she's 30, she's no good. And this woman who's 20 or 25, she's awesome, she's amazing. And then I'm like, do you not understand that in today's world, because women aren't the same like they used to be, women used to be trained to be wives. Women used to be good for something. Now most women are useless. They're useless. And I'm sorry to say, most women are useless today. And then you go out and you're searching for this thing because you want to look good. You want to look good in front of your friends, and you want to, and then you end up getting drained. You end up getting milked like a cow. This woman has all your babies, and then she drains you for all your finances and so on and so forth. And you may have had a better life with the woman who, even though maybe she was 29, she still would have been able to give you kids. People act like if you hit 30, you can't have a kid anymore. That's completely untrue. I'm just like, I don't know. And I just worry about the men who end up getting in these situations where they're wanting something because people online have told them that this is what you should have, but yet you end up getting drained and taken to the family courts. Reason this came to me today because you guys know my field of work. You guys know what I work in, right? I work in the family courts. This week has been hard for me because we have been in trial for a situation where this gentleman, he is rich. He has an estate that's worth $10 million. His estate is worth $10 million. He has a wife who is 30 years younger than him. She's 30 years younger than him. And, he fell into that same trap. He got with this woman because the same reasons. Oh, she's young, she's pretty. I didn't have to deal with an old woman who was blah, blah, blah. And I get it. Young women can be very pretty. Young women can look very good. And this is what happened to him. Now he's on his deathbed, and his estate is being fought over, and his wife has put him in a home. $10 million estate sitting at home, and he can't even live in it because she wants to live her life. Why? Because she's still young. He's old and decrepit. She's still young. She's not thinking about him. And I'm watching this unfold in front of my eyes, but yet I'm supposed to go online and agree that, yeah, you have to get the girl, you're really young because, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, but this is what that led to. This is what that led to, this whole situation, which is as old as time, by the way. It's as old as time that this kind of thing happens, where men get in a position where they get into this mindset where this is what I have to have no matter what. And then, oh, by the way, for those of you saying he should have had a prenup, he did. He did have a prenup. And you know what got it thrown out? I'll tell you what got it thrown out. Now, I can't tell you too much. I can't tell you names or anything. The prenup got thrown out because the woman claimed that when he had her sign the prenup, she was on medication. She was taking pain medication, pain meds, pain pills. And for that reason, she wasn't in her right mind when she was forced to sign those papers. So the prenup has been thrown out. And all because she was able to provide prescription notes and all that from her doctors of that time when she signed a prenup. And she did this on purpose because she knew he was going to ask her to sign a prenup. She did it on purpose. She went and got pain pain medication prescription in order to have that. So when she signed the prenup, that it will be thrown out later. So she had, and this is my thing. He thought that he was doing the right thing. He thought, I'll get this young girl because, of course, old women are disgusting and old women are all grandmas after 30 and blah, 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 blah. So he got this 20 something who's all so pretty, so adorable, got her, took her, and then now you see what happened. And he thought he was doing the right thing because the red pillars tell him, make sure you get that prenup, and it still got thrown out because women like this already know what they're doing. They already know the game. And he is getting, listen, this has been a hard week for me. It's been a very hard week. This is why I said, you know what? This week, I'm going to talk about age gaps with my pride. This is the reason why I'm talking to you guys about age gaps, because we are giving so much value to something that, in all honesty, is just like how the women give so much value to 666. How women are like, oh, 6 feet, 6 figure. Men are doing the same thing of the 666, but with women. Basically saying, oh, well, if she's over 25, then I hate her. I don't want her. She's disgusting. But it's like, you need to be careful. You need to be very careful with this because this is not a game. This is your life. And the person that you have laying next to you every night should be the person that actually is about you, who's all about you, not her age, not her whatever. It should be about her feeling that duty towards you. So if she turns out to be 25 and she's all about you, then maybe. But how many 25-year-olds are out there really desiring or so in love, madly in love with old decrepit men? Who knows? It's very, I don't know, it's a hard thing. But there have been situations, of course, where they actually did love each other. And there was just a huge age gap. So, I don't know. I guess I just see these horror stories. I see these from the family courts. And when I see these horror stories, it's freaky. It scares me to think about those things because I'm like, man, and online, this is all we talk about. We always talk about this on the red pill stuff. Like, she has to be this and she has to be that. And I'm like, is this really the important thing? Is this really what we need to base our marriages on? Or is this not really the most important thing that we need to be thinking about when it comes to having a life and making a person part of your family? I would prefer to have someone who's clean. Get someone who's clean, who hasn't been a whore, who has values, who is useful, who knows how to do things. She knows how to take care of the home, take care of her husband, her man, her kids. She can still give babies. Get someone, of course, that is fertile. But at the same time, does it have to be a 22-year-old? I'm not sure about that. But man, with the way women are today, you guys see what's out there. These women don't even know how to cook a meal. Nobody even knows how to cook. Nobody knows how to raise a garden. Nobody knows how to clean. Have you seen the state of these women's homes? Oh my gosh. That's a whole nother topic in itself, eh? The homes of these women. All of these influencer women who look so pretty and they do these makeup videos and they look so beautiful. And then you go see their homes. If their camera pans around their house, you see garbage and food and mold and lashes everywhere and hair extensions and just makeup everywhere. Filth. But they look so cute. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, so gorgeous. And then you're looking and you're like, you don't even know. These women are disgusting. And they don't know how to cook, that's for sure, too. Sorry. I know, Mr. Renegade. Oh my God. My uncle has a car dealership. We have seen that in trade-ins so often. The trade-ins that come in, these women trading in their cars, women have always had worse cars than men. Women will have French fries, makeup, shoes, extra clothes, wigs. I've seen a black woman brought her car in to be a trade-in. There was weaves and hair all over the car, wigs, and no, she wasn't a hairdresser. There wigs and weaves and all kinds of things, and oh my god, and drinks with mold growing in them in the cup holders. I mean, come on. And these are all the women that men are like, "Ooh, look at you. Hey girl, let me get your number." You really want to take that home all because she looks cute? Oh, look, she has a fat rear end. She's fat booty. Oh my gosh. All right. Do as you will. Do as you will. Cooking dinner equals ordering from Uber Eats. You guys hear that helicopter? They're coming for me. They're coming for me. I know it. Right. Zombie. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nuka says, yeah, this hot girl I met, her car was garbage from the inside. Okay. Let's do this. If a woman has a dirty car, you can then assume that her house is 10 times worse. I'm not even joking. If a woman has a dirty car, you can then assume that her house is 10 times worse, because no person who is clean, actually cleans their home and so on and so forth, would be in a dirty car. No person who's actually clean would then get outside and drive a dirty car. So that should be a sign to you men. You're dating a woman or you're looking to marry her, make sure you look at her cleanliness. Make sure you see how clean or dirty she is, because women are good at hiding it too. You need to see her home on times when she's not expecting you to come. You know what I mean? Show up randomly. Oh, hey, I was in the area. You gonna invite me in for some tea? Let's have some tea together. That's how you know. That's when you know if the woman is clean or not. If you go to her house randomly where she wasn't expecting you, and you go in and things are looking appropriate and smelling good, there you go. She might be good, but oh my gosh, women are good at hiding it. When they know you're coming, they'll throw everything in the closet. Oh yeah, look, my house is so clean. It smells. No. Frost, he's like, all these girls' rooms be dirty today. I know. And don't ask me how I know. I'm not going to say it because you guys already know my friends. So I'm not going to say it. Okay, I'm not going to say it. But then again, it's hard to be on my level of clean because I clean. You guys understand. I'm very obsessive when it comes to cleaning. I clean every day. I don't just clean on the weekends. You know how most people are like, oh, I clean, the house on Saturday. No. Oh, no, you don't. I clean before I leave in the morning anywhere. I clean when I come home, and I clean before I go to sleep. I am constantly cleaning. I have a different level of clean, but no, don't, Nuka, don't. You better not. Don't say, listen. Like I said, it's not that she's messy. It's just that I have a different level of what I consider, you know what I mean? And she'll tell you. Don't think I'm talking bad about her. She'll tell you herself. Next time we have her here, we'll bring it up if you want in front of her. So you guys don't think I'm talking bad about her. She'll tell you herself that she has a cleaner. Okay? She has a cleaner. And I told you about her cleaner. She has an American maid. If a woman has an American maid in America, you make a lot of money, because in America, the only maids that are affordable are illegal immigrants, really. Let's be real. Illegals. Sorry to say that, illegals, but well, listen, they came to this country, they might as well be serving. But the only real if you have money, if you have a lot of money, then you can afford an American servant or maid. And that's what Rachel has. She has an American. So you know she's doing well. She's doing well for herself. Right, PNC. Exactly. Rachel is not struggling. No, she's not. She's definitely not. Most women hate cooking and looking after children. That's right. Understandable. Um, he said, my lady was that exact same way. One time she opened her closet door and a mountain of clothes came tumbling out. Keela, I hope you nip that in the bud, huh? I hope you nip that in the bud. No, Frost. Frost, don't do it. Don't do this to me. Guys, don't. Nezzy says their bathroom, I heard, is full of clothes, stank panties. You guys want to see my bathroom right now? You guys, listen, just so you guys can know, I never invited you guys to see my bathroom, and I never had a plan to show you guys my bathroom. Do you guys want to see my bathroom right now so you guys can see what my house normally looks like on a normal day without me doing anything? I will show you my full house. I will take you guys in the shower. You guys can see everything. I know. I never. Wait, he says, you need to check out Soraya Brooks. She's a Turkish girl married to a passport bro. She does a darn good job at preaching the truth. Soraya, but yeah, that's a very Turkish name, Soraya. But so she's Turkish. Turkish girls are definitely, this is the same as me. So I understand if she's Turkish, I know exactly the culture that she comes from. And Turks are very strict. Very, very strict. Mm. Oh no, he says a big butt gets you through most dudes' door and radar. Oh no. If she can't do laundry, she's for the streets. Ew, call me. He says always dirty McDonald's French fries in the seats. You know, the McDonald's French fries, although they don't mold or they don't decay because they're so processed. When they get between your seats and such, they smell so bad. And people don't realize it because you can't smell it after a while. But they have a stale smell to them. It makes your car, when you enter your car, it smells stale. Like something has been, I don't know how to describe it. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's like a old grease smell. You know what I'm talking about? When grease is old and grease has been sitting for a long time, that smell. That's what it smells like. He says, if it isn't growing out the roots, I do an about face and leave. What? I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about, an about face? You said that last time. I don't know what about face means. Okay, guys. Golden toilet. Oh, I had a girl who had a makeup all over her dresser. Somebody said they just got an Amber Alert. Oh my God, don't send it my way. Please don't send it my way. The toilet seat is heated. Listen. This, don't expose me, Nuka. Yes, the toilet seat is heated. So what? And so is the bidet water too. Bidet water, I have cold and hot water for your bidet. All of your bidet needs are I have sparkling water for the bidet, and I also have still water for the bidet. But whatever. I'm just saying that I have a different way of cleaning, and I clean my own house. I never needed a maid, never had a maid. The last time we had a maid was when I was a child, and that's because my mama didn't want to clean. But I clean my own home. I don't care how big or small my home is. I clean it all myself. This house has 7 bedrooms. I clean every single one of them. So no way do I believe that a woman who is, you shouldn't need a maid. You should be able to clean your own. Sierra. Hi, Sierra. She says sparkling. So the bidet, the bidet doesn't just have water. It has hot water and cold water. And it added sparkling and still water as part of the features. The bidet is water for your bouteille. Bidet is for the bouteille. I know. I ain't talking like that, but sparkling water sounds fun. It is fun. It's very refreshing. My maid is a Kirby vacuum cleaner. Sparkling water to clean your... Hey, Jakub, wait, stop. How many chandeliers are in the bathroom? I'm not even going to start. Stop it. How did you guys know? All right, stop. Okay, that's enough. Are you guys ready? No, Frost. No. No, they're not called hood crickets. They're called hood birds. Hood birdies. No, she doesn't have hood birdies. But that's because her husband won't allow it. I think it's because her husband won't allow it. Because I think if Rachel had the opportunity, she would have hood birdies. I think she would. Poor Rachel. I need to bring her on here so she can defend herself. I shouldn't talk about her. But I need to bring her on here so she can defend herself. So I'll try to get her over here Saturday. We'll see. But yeah, we can have this full conversation with her here because it's funny. Poor Rachel. And she will defend herself. You guys know she will defend herself. So, right. Mr. Renegade says, an about face is a military term meaning turning around. Oh, like roundabout? Whatever. I get it. Turn around in one quick motion is about face. I can't do it. This is stupid. Sorry, guys. I know I do stupid things sometimes. 180 degrees. Rachel is just basking in her white privilege and she doesn't even know it. She doesn't even know it. She thinks that she's living the oppression of the black woman, the strong black woman. You guys know that, right? She thinks that she is living the oppression of the strong black American woman. I'm like, Rachel, you don't even look black. How are you? You live in a zip code that is envied by most in the world. What oppression are you living? Your maid is white. How do you have a white maid and you think you're, oh my God. I'm like, Rachel? And you know, the thing is, she has been fully indoctrinated by the universities. You know, the universities who tell people anybody who's black or you're not fully white, you're oppressed and you are suffering from the system and so on and so forth. She fully believes that, guys. She fully believes that she is discriminated against every time she goes out of her home. You know, she sent me a text one time and she said something about going to a client. So she had a meeting with a client. And she went to the client's house that they didn't invite her in. And she said, I don't think they invited me in because I'm black. I said, Rachel, you continue at your own peril. You really do continue at your own peril sometimes. Exactly. She's not, but she believes she is. She fully believes. She's like, I'm tanned. I'm black. I'm like... Okay, Rachel. Okay. All right. Samuel says, if Rachel is black, then I identify as a black woman also. Oh, no, that's not Samuel's comment. That's Frost. Sorry. When I clicked Samuel's comment, it was moving so fast that it put Frost. Okay. Samuel says, Rachel's useless maid probably makes more than I do. Actually. No, her maid is not useless at all because if you had the task of cleaning Rachel's home, she has a fairly large home. It's not like humongous or anything. My home is bigger than hers, but she has a fairly large home. But Rachel, she throws stuff. She changes her clothes and throws the clothes on the floor. She just change, throw, change, throw. And she changes her clothes like 7 times a day. So she did clothes galore. So no, if you had to be her maid, it's not useful. Her maid is definitely not useful. Right. No. Every time she's chauffeured to a business meeting. The funny thing is, I'm laughing because it's so true. But don't tell that to her, PNC. Don't tell that to her because she's going to be like, that. Listen, you just wouldn't understand. You have white privilege, so you don't understand. I'm just like, oh my God, do you not see yourself? It's funny. It is so funny. Hey, don't talk about my friend like that. Don't do that. We're not going to talk about her pungiti. We're not doing that, Frost. Listen, Frost, here's the line right here. There it is. Don't cross it. Stop. I have put the line in the sand, Frost. Right, Mr. Renegade. Mr. Renegade says, am I the only one who disagrees 93% with Rachel, but will defend her to the end? Listen, I'm her best friend, Mr. Renegade, and even I won't defend her to the end. So you might as well join her because I'm her best friend and I still won't defend her to the end. You guys, I let you guys have her. When she came on, I'm like, she looked at me for defense at one point. She's like, oh, you're just going to let them talk to me like that? I said, look, you brought yourself into this ring. I didn't bring you here. So I told her before, you have to defend yourself. But I have to go now, guys, because I'm getting called downstairs. And this was only supposed to be 30 minutes. So we're at the hour and 10-minute mark. So I got to go. Thank you guys so much. Frost is like, because I draw the line, Frost. I draw the line somewhere. I have to. So bye, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. It has been a pleasure. PNC says, if my ex-wife threw her clothes on the floor, she's gone. for the clothes, PNC for clothes, really? But I understand you. I can't deal with dirty people. I can't stand a dirty house. That's one thing I cannot stand. You clean your refrigerator, clean behind your washers and dryers, move your refrigerator and your stove every time you clean. I can't deal with a dirty house. I just can't. The garage has to be clean and vacuumed. I cannot deal with a dirty home. I cannot. A lot of people think surface cleaning is enough. You just wipe down the counters and make sure the dishes are in the dishwasher. No, that is not enough for me. Every nook and cranny needs to be sorted, out. If you have bottles in the refrigerator, those bottles need to be wiped down because there's so many people who have oily hands, grab bottles and then put them back in the refrigerator, and people don't realize how dirty that is. And spices and such, how you cooking and your hands are oily and you grab spice bottles and you put the spice bottle back and it's all oily and crusty. All that stuff needs to be wiped down, clean, take out all the stuff out the refrigerator, wipe down the refrigerator. I take all my shelves out of my refrigerator. I take them all out, take everything out, make sure the refrigerator is just a box. I make it just a box and I clean. I cannot deal with a dirty home. I can't. I mop every day. I can't deal with feet oils on my floors because everybody has feet oils. When you walk, you leave a footprint everywhere you go if you walk without socks on. If I see feet print on my floor, I'm mopping. I cannot deal with a dirty home. Okay? I have a different level of clean. A lot of people think like, oh, you just wipe this and then as long as it looks orderly, it's clean. No. Take it all off the counter and start again. Anyway, don't trigger me. Don't trigger me though. Good night, everyone. I have stop 3G. You are going to the naughty corner. You are going to the naughty corner right now. Listen, Dr. M, you too. Go join 3G. You and him hold hands and go to the naughty corner. Oh my God. That sweeps the grass. How do you know what I do every weekend? How do you know? I do that. So I have a garden outside. So after my garden, I start sweeping the grass because the grass get the leaves on it. So I sweep, whatever. I'm just saying, all right, bye. Bye, guys. Good night. Thank you all for joining me. And with that, I yield my time. Good night, everybody.